here. Now this is going to be a real trick because I always read my speeches because I was told if you carry everything on a clipboard, you're more efficient. They taught me that in the Navy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am Greg Cowan. I'm the Constitution Party candidate for Missouri's 4th District. I was born and raised in Missouri. I'm married. I live near Lebanon, and my wife and I have one little boy. In 1981, when I was a younger man, I enlisted in the Navy. In 1989, I graduated from Jacksonville University, Jacksonville, Florida, with a BS in history. I was part of the NROTC scholarship program there. Came out of the ranks and got a scholarship. And during my naval career, I served aboard 4 ships, the Kitty Hawk, the Harper's Ferry, the Comstock, did 2 or 3 Westpac deployments, and did a couple assignments overseas, my last one being in Djibouti, Africa, where we tracked down and killed or captured 250 terrorists, so we had a good time. I came up through the ranks. You'll just have to forgive me and bear with me as I turn these pages. I like working in really big organizations and I know how to get things done. There's nothing that is done in Congress that is any more difficult than anything any one of us do out here every day. Now the professional politicians would like us to believe otherwise. They would like for us to believe that the person who represents us must come from a certain family, or be wealthy, or served in the state legislature, or be a political insider, or any number of unconstitutional criteria that excludes you and I from the process. They created an elite political class and 2 political parties who seem to rule over us instead of govern in accordance with the Constitution. Well, I don't believe that, and I believe it's time to fire them all. We simply cannot trust them to solve the problems that they created. 60% of Tea Party patriots and members, and nearly 60% of all Americans want a strong third party. I saw last night that 37% of independents, and this may not come as good news to Vicki, I saw last night that 37% of independents intend to vote for the third party candidate. We all want someone who will fight for us rather than fight for the lobbyists in Washington. Career politicians made laws that do not apply to them. They passed laws that are completely unconstitutional, and they passed laws none of us wanted. They borrowed billions from communist countries and called it free trade or stimulus. Both parties passed legislation that sent our jobs out of the country, and they called it global economics. So how much have we lost? 40 years ago, we placed a man on the moon. When the space shuttles are retired, we will hire the Russians to move our astronauts to the International Space Station. We won't have the capability or the ability to place a man in space in a space vehicle made in America. When I was a child, we would stand in the backyard and look up at the stars and say, one day we'll go there, and we did. Today, what do we do when we stand in the backyard? I don't think we look up at the stars. I think we say the leaves need to be raked or something. Thousands of Americans don't dream the American dream anymore. It's been taken from us by the political parties.